So it hasn't quite been 4 minutes, 3.5-ish, maybe 4-ish if there was more time on. Doesn't matter. Point being, I realized I should probably kill some time with an intro. That way I'm not introing while I'm doing the thing. So as I said, I got the orders from on high that it's pure nightmare today. I wanted to do this video to show you what somebody with a decent clan team setup looks like, but not quite the gear needed, and reinforce just how important it is to get to stay on your level, to stay in your ballpark for clan boss, as well as just how important one aspect, such as a single star or as an accuracy banner in the place of my Kale, or a couple of skill books in my Tyrell's case, could be. So I've 3 keyed so far for 9.5 million. That's not even a chest's worth. God, I hate my life. Um, I've got my clan over here going in Discord, and I wanted to be like, I hate all of you for making me do this crap. But, as you can see, I'm running Juliana, Tyrell in the leadership slot for that extra defense, especially on Nightmare. It's just, even one extra turn. It's more chance for poison, which means more chance for 50,000 damage ticks, which, if it's 2 turns, that's 100,000 damage overall. Poisons add up. So I start off with Doom Priest being my fastest, Xavier's my next fastest, Tyrell's got some speed on him, so does Juliana, and I always start off buffing. I don't really auto. I've seen people trigger auto on and off. I have a bad thing where I'm not watching what I do, and I screw that up, so you're going to have to watch me manual this. I only ever use Xavier's Transfix. The reason being, I'd rather have 3 shots, I know you can't see where I'm pointing, sorry, but I'd rather have 3 shots at 40% chance for poison than 2 shots at 50, simply because one of one of Xavier's masteries gives her extra accuracy as long as there's no skills on cooldown. So the 340s become more consistent over the course of the fight. I got no poisons there because I'm discussing it, and of course what I want cannot happen. Now, this is something I really wanted to point out. Watch this. Okay, every single key so far, all 3 keys today, he has resisted every HP burn attempt. That is the first HP burn I've landed on him today. He's just going to be a total rollover. Nope, see, there's resistance. Okay, excellent. You really need a ton of accuracy. My KO only has 90 accuracy. So yeah, resisted, poison. He only has a little bit, honestly, it feels like it's been a little bit less than 50% chance to land poisons. My Xavier's got up at 150, so she lands them pretty consistently. Whenever the thing triggers, it's not often resisted. That's what I mean by that. For those who don't know, if no poison shows up, obviously the chance didn't even proc, but if resistance shows up, they resist. Yeah, Tyrell needs more skill books, get that chance to land his attack down up. It's really instrumental here because you saw the damage that I'm taking. Without that attack down, and preferably as well a defense up, I'm kind of just buying time until I die. Yeah, oh hey, 2 poisons, sweet. That's nice, but yeah, that just took out almost half of Juliana's health. Like, I can't handle Nightmare right now. 1 star would help her out a lot. The star and the Ascension would really bring her survivability up as well. I don't have lifesteal gear on her, so bad on me. I know I suck at life. But I have her there for the HP burn, so what you gonna do? Yeah, see, I just ticked for almost 200 and some odd thousand damage with that. So really, those poisons add up quickly. The HP burn's nice, but Juliana's just going to get absolutely demolished next turn he takes. Hey, a decreased attack finally ended. Okay, so watch how much damage I take this coming up turn versus how it was last turn. And you'll see that even my undergeared team, if I could somehow keep... Yeah, like, I take 1,400 on Tyrell, 2,400 on Xavier. It's enough that Doom Priest can legitimately handle it until he starts gathering Fury stacks. So, really, that attack down, that defense up, those 2 buffs, if I had the defense up buff, I doubt I'd even be taking much more than 1,000, 1,500 damage, even on my low defense characters, on him every turn, until Gathering Fury starts stacking, which really is where you can start taking this to a ludicrous number of turns. But in the meantime, what I'm trying to basically do is buy time for Kale and Xavier to land as many poisons as possible. And you'll see that by the end of this, I will be landing very little damage. I think I'm considering myself pretty lucky if I break 3 million damage on these bad boys. I feel lucky if I break 3 million. And I, do 9 million on a hard clan boss, roughly. Or I can do on, like, my RNG is absolutely godly perfect. Xavier just landing 3 poisons, always got 10 debuffs total on the boss. Attack down, HP burn is rolling, all that stuff. I can pull some serious damage. But, hard clan boss, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm doing 2 difficulties above that. Juliana's got melted into a puddle of purple goop. It is just... This is going to be unfortunate for me. But, orders are on high. Impulse. Hope you feel good about yourself. Calling you out on the internet. 1,300 damage. So yeah, Tayrell's defense is through the roof. So the nice thing about defense heroes, for those of you who are kind of like me in the lower end of preparedness for these kinds of runs, defense heroes, once you start getting them 5-star defense gear, defense gloves, defense chest, they just get smacked around by the clan boss and come back for more. And they just, thank you, sir, may I have another? Thank you, sir, may I have another? And I mean, Tayrell's just knocking them around for 5k apiece, which ain't nothing. It's a whole heck of a lot more than Xavier in her 3 hits. So those defense scaling heroes really are a little redonkulous. Plarium could stand to reevaluate how they scale their heroes just a little bit. I mean, defense heroes just seem, I don't want to say too good, but like they're just better than attack heroes unless you're factoring in like poison damage and like incidentals that aren't scaled off of stats, that are scaled off of enemy stats, such as Giant Slayer, War Master, that kind of stuff. But like Tayrell is probably my hardest hitting actual character, debuffs aside, which is a little ridiculous. I'm not saying, I mean, I guess I can't really say I'm complaining about it. It's nice, but there you have it. I guess it kind of harkens back to the days before the RPG archetypes, where your tank, your warrior, was your highest damage dealer because he was swinging the biggest sword and blocking everything with his chest. Take it to the face and keep going. And at that point, what does anyone else do? I kind of like that style of gaming, honestly, from the early Might and Magic games and things like that. But back to this game, Xavier really does bring the pain with the poison debuff. Sadly, Kale, I've seen a couple of resists coming up. So, as much as I like him, as hard as he hits, 15k a hit, just he lacks survivability. And he's 6-star at 6 Ascension, okay gear, but he just lacks the survivability, and he lacks the consistency because he doesn't have enough accuracy right now to land his poisons, and his auto attack only lands 2.5% poisons, not 5s. So while he's fairly consistent on lower clan bosses, he just, wow, purple gooped, awesome, fantastic. Like I said, it's a real short run, folks. I mean, I could have done this faster, I wasn't BSing, but, like, this run's usually over in 6 minutes. Yeah, just wrecked. So 3.6 million damage. Of that, yeah, like, Juliana, who got gooped early, did almost as much as Kale. So Kale was just encountering resist after resist after resist after resist after, like, 2.5% poison, ooh. Tayrell, for just wailing on him, just Mac trucked him for 200k, which doesn't seem like a lot considering he was the last one to die, but considering that he's got no after damage, no poisons, no Giant Slayer, no War Master, no HP burn, that's just sheer beat face damage. Not bad, all things considered. Twice as much as Doom Priest, and her damage scales off of attack. Juliana was, I'm sure, I wish I could see a total breakdown of it, almost completely HP burn damage and poison damage, but Xavier really just brought the pain there. She wasn't even landing poison super consistently. She was getting 1 off, maybe 2, sometimes none, but still 2 million damage. So really, this is kind of what I'm reinforcing, is that accuracy matters. So if once you open up that accuracy banner slot, get that accuracy banner if they're a poisoning hero or a debuffing hero. if you're asked to go above and beyond what you can do for raid damage difficulty, do not be afraid to just poison it up. Stack it with as much poison as you can, a little bit of sustain from the Doom Priest, attack down from the Tay-Rail. I could have swapped any two people in here and done probably mostly the same damage, because it's all about that consistent poisoning value. When you're going above and beyond like I am, don't expect to get a bunch of damage in. Just try and 4-key it as best you can, maybe 5-key it if you can stay up that late, and qualify for a chest. Just a chest. That's all that matters. I finally broke 9.7 million after 4 freaking keys. God, my life sucks. So, all you have to do is be patient. It'll come. But, you know, I might have some super awesome pulls I've seen people in my Discord accuse me of, but, you know, my clan boss team does not reflect that. I'm not even really able to scratch the surface of Nightmare. I'm still in the hard mode, maybe entering into Brutal. So, you know, don't worry, you'll get there. Just keep on keeping on. Work with what you got, and don't be afraid to really abuse that poisoning and abuse that defense scaling. Hopefully, you folks were able to at least laugh at my pain. I would if I weren't me, sorry. In the meantime, maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, maybe this is mindless entertainment for you. Either way, hope it was something. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves.